Hiya. Today I'm going to do a really fresh all over face and then go in with a lovely deep kind of plum coloured lip. So Francis, this was one you'd requested and this is for you. This is the makeup I put a reels up of yesterday evening, but I filmed it yesterday. It was too dark. I was using the ring light. I've decided to do it again. I'm going to start with some Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer just over areas where I need coverage. Now, tell you about yesterday. I'm just going to use, if you've never used this concealer before, it is a really, really full coverage. Even that is going to be loads. I've already got my skincare on. So yesterday, new complexion product came, the Becca Light Shifter. That is one of the loveliest new products I've seen in I don't know how long. So the first thing I wanted to do was use it. Now, the good news and the bad news was by the time I had time to do it, because I had a busy day yesterday, it was late in the evening and I used the ring light. And the thing with the ring light, this is why I don't like it and why I very rarely use it. It's so bright that you don't get a true kind of representation of the product and it looks really artificial. It can make things look really shiny that aren't shiny. All in all, the makeup looked terrible and I was just looking at it thinking, in real life it's lovely, so I didn't want you to see it like that for the first time. But another advantage was this, I keep calling it the shape shifter, the light shifter. It's really, really luminous. You're going to see it in a moment. It's beautiful. However, I had put it on every little crevice of my face and it was too much. So what I'm going to do here is this is more of a velvety. The thing with this concealer, actually, you can leave it fresh and it'll be nice and luminous. You can powder it and it'll be velvety. But what this will do is give me a very neutral centre of the face, so that I can let that light shifter, so I can let the light shifter add glow everywhere else. I'm not actually going to refer to it as a name anymore because I'm just not going to get it right, am I? Okay, so concealer is on. Any areas of redness? I noticed this was flared at yesterday. Little update for you as well. I have seen the doctor virtually. I saw Dr. Emma Wedgeworth. She's lovely, really worth following. And I've got some new prescription creams for my rosacea. So we will see how that works out. But anyway, now, light shifter during tint. Essentially, when I got this on the back of my hand, it's this really lovely, pearly, I'm just weighing up which brush to use. Might go in with, this is the angled Radiance brush from It Cosmetics. This absolutely beautiful kind of bouncy, radiant, I don't want to say tinted moisturiser because it is just really, really glow giving. So it's beautiful to add the radiance. But if you're like me and you've got any areas where you need coverage, you'll want to prep with something else. Now, I haven't got loads of areas that I need to cover on the forehead, so I'm going to go to town with it there. And essentially, by the time I've powdered this as well, I'm hoping that we get this lovely, glowy complexion, and it is very glowy, but that is able to be taken down with a bit of powder in the right places. And I've got no ring light on today. I'm just sat in front of the window that overlooks the garden. And it's been, I've just done that. I wasn't meant to do that. Okay, we're going to remedy this. So if you're going for really luminous like this, you can see the glow off this. I think it's really important to be strategic with your powder. While I'm telling you this, let me just sweep over those lids with the excess of my Bye Bye Under Eye. So powder here is going to change this from looking a bit too much to giving me the nice glow everywhere else and staying put where I need it to. I'm going to go in with some of the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores powder and just press this into any areas that feel overly luminous. And then, to be honest with you, also definitely get this over any areas of texture. I'm pressing this in using an Hourglass concealer brush. I was trying to see if it had a name, but there is no name written on it. So there we go. See how that is just so much calmer than a minute ago when we were like going to the disco or something. But it's a really beautiful luminous one. I actually think as well, if you wanted to mix a bit of that with your existing complexion product, if you wanted to strategically put it in a few places, you can see what I'm doing here. I'm kind of taking it down, then I want a bit more of the glow back. You'll find the happy medium. But for luminosity, it's just, what I think really stood out to me is I can't think of another complexion product that I've got that's like that. It really just feels like a standalone thing. And you know what? I think Becca do that really well. There's so many products of theirs that I think if someone said to me what's similar to that from another place, I wouldn't be able to tell you. So lovely. Now, next thing I'm going to do, we've had a lot of QVC shows recently, and so what I've been doing to get organised is lay my stuff out the night before just so that it's all ready to go. And I've been using the beauty book loads because it's basically everything except for your mascara and complexion. Now, what I've also done is gone up with a bit of a bigger brush. This is the Airbrush Powder and Bronzer from It Cosmetics. I don't want to take down the shine altogether, but I'm just going to gently powder the whole complexion because I want to go in and just add a wash of warmth. Now, I think if I'm going for a darker colour than I'd normally go for on my lips, let me just show you what I'm doing. Going in with the Bye Bye Pores bronzer on this brush. If I'm going in with a darker colour, I like to warm up everything else so that you feel like essentially that you're wearing this lip colour and not that this lip colour is wearing you. I think that warming everything else up and letting the complexion have a nice warm glow means that it looks lovely and striking, but it doesn't kind of dominate everything else. And also, I think this little touch of bronzer just makes everything look really, really fresh. Because something I always feel a bit like gutted about, I think we all have those things that I wish I could do this, I wish I could do that. And I'm not one for rules. However, I'm going to go into this while I put my Brow Power pencil on. I think one of the loveliest things in makeup is if you keep everything really fresh and then just go in with one accent, like a really bright lip or a really blue eyeliner or something like that. But the truth is, with me, because I've got a lot of redness and texture that I want to cover, I always wear a full coverage, and so it never looks as fresh as it would as if you could just go with like completely bare skin and that wow moment. Do you know what I mean? It always looks a little bit more try hard, I suppose, is what I'm trying to say. So little touches like bronzing up my base, or I'm going to put some highlighter on again to make it look like I haven't used as much coverage. That helps to make it all look a bit carefree again and just make your makeup look nice and fun, as opposed to I've actually been sat here for 3 hours building my coverage and I'm trying to wear this really breezy thing, but there's been nothing breezy about putting it on. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I'm tickling these brows on. And do you know what as well? I prefer when I can to just do a video in the morning, like it's the morning time now. Where possible, I try and do a little video for Instagram before I've started my working day so that it's just done. But like yesterday, I just had a very busy day, so it was the evening before I did it and the video wasn't as clear. It was actually all going on yesterday as well. Like, I know this is really boring, but just while I'm putting my mascara on and we haven't got anything else to do, there's this new cat that's moved in recently. He is so vocal. We keep laughing that like you hear him before you see him. He's absolutely gorgeous. He's like a ginger tortoise shell. His eyes are brown. He's beautiful. He loves my cat, and he's figured out where I sit here. I've got the garden in front of me, windows, and there's a bench, and my cat will come up onto the bench, tap the window and let her in, and then she sits with me here. Well, he's obviously got onto this. No joke, here I am yesterday, sat here trying to remember all the 7 benefits of the CC cream for this QVC show. He came up to the window meowing and tapping. And then, like, the mirror is here. This is what I'm clipped onto. When you call in, you just call in on your phone. So this is exactly where I'd sit. And I had a ring light on because it was dark. And he actually, like, craned his head in between the ring light and the mirror to see what was going on. He always finds moments that he couldn't possibly interrupt me at a worse time. But he is lovely because, do you know what, like, having someone like that come and visit you every day, especially in the height of a lockdown, it really does make such a difference. But he's so, so loud. And then I think I'm going to skip my eyeliner today. I'm just going to go in with my lip now. I'm going to start with the Doll Beauty liner in Lips Don't Lie and just line the entire lip. And obviously I'm going to go a bit over on the top because just love doing that, to be honest. And then I'm going to take an angled brush and go in with this lovely plummy colour. This is on an angle, which is lovely because you can get a really sharp finish. If you wanted to go straight in and not line, this would really help you. But I just think the liner, like, calms my nerves before I go in with something bold. And then, you know the tip for a bright lip? That would have ended up on my teeth, so you've always got to do that. And then, how much time have I got? Just really quickly, to really finish this off and make it look really luminous, I'm going to go in with, I can't open it, some Becca Champagne Pop highlighter. Now I'm going to take this on a relatively small brush and just tickle it on the highest points of these cheekbones, through that brow bone, and then a little bit on different parts of the nose. But there you go. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know in the comments if there's anything in particular you want to see, and I'll talk to you soon.